Hello everyone. Today I'm going to quickly go over some error handling in Power Automate. A lot of the times when we make flows, when failures happen, we don't know until a little while later because it takes a while for that email to reach you. So I'm going to show you how when you make a flow, you can get the error message instantly. So we just have a simple manual trigger flow. I'm still in my Power Apps. I'm not in Power Automate specifically, but that's fine. I'm just going to add a new step. Compose action. And in our compose action, I'm just going to put an expression that I know is going to give me a failure. And now I can hit OK. And so if I run this, I know I'm going to get a failure. But we're going to capture the failure message because it's going to be important later. So this is the failure message that we get in Power Automate, so we know, how we can fix this. So I'm just going to grab this. Where's my notepad at? And paste this here. So this is our error message. Okay, so now if I go to edit and I add a new compose action, I can capture the information. So we're going to do another expression, type in actions, and we're going to put the name of our action, which is compose. So add our quotes, then capital C, compose. So I'm going to actually name this here error, this action error. And then, well, it might be a little confusing, so I'm just going to name it compose error. And so if I add another compose action, what I can do is I can reference the output of this compose error action. And so in expressions, I can do outputs and then add my quotes and just type in the name of what you renamed your action to. Compose error. And then we're going to add brackets here, another quotes, and just do a lowercase error. And actually, let me show this before I hit run to show you exactly what I'm getting. Oh, wait, let me hit cancel. We need to do a run after because we know this is going to fail, so we need to make sure this is turned on. So now let's run this. So it should succeed now, even though we're going to have this error here. Okay, so it was successful. We have the error. And if we do compose, we see that it gives us object here. And we can go to error and then message in the code. Okay, so we're going to capture that information in another compose. And of course, you can do like an email or any type of, notification. But we're just going to use compose actions here. So we're going to do the outputs of the name of our action, compose error. And now, remember, we're going to do brackets. It said error, and then another brackets and do message. We hit OK. And so now that's going to give us the outputs of this compose error, but just the error message. So now if I hit run, okay, it was successful. So we have the error, the message, unable to process template language expressions. If I go here, it just captures that. So here it is. So now it's that same error message from earlier. Okay, so that's basically how you'll be able to capture it. And one thing that I like to do is I like to encapsulate everything into a scope. So basically put the bulk of your flow in a scope. So you just do scope. And some people, if you come from a coding background, it's like a try and a catch type of situation. So that's what some people do. But just drag just leave this out actually. And we'll do a configure run after if it's a failure. And we're going to change the action to name it scope because that's what everything encapsulated in. And so we can just add some stuff, just some random stuff here, I guess. Get current weather, country, region, and then I guess we could do date, time, just to add some more stuff here. And what I'll do is, okay, let me just configure run out there. Okay, so let's just see what this gives us. So, you have your flow going, and then it airs out. You instantly get a message to let you know exactly, what's happening, or, depending on if it's in a scope, okay, we see that it failed here, so nothing else passed through, and we see, the scope failed, wide failed, that's what it says, and we have that same message here. So that's a trick that I use, and hopefully it will help you with your flows in the future.